Test, test. Hello. Hey, Blue. Thank you for joining. Hello, everybody. I'm trying to find a good group name for all of you because my mom taught me to never refer to a group of women as guys, you guys, if everybody's a woman. So I'm trying to think of a name that's not gender associated. But I'm drawing nothing other than calling all of you my mushrooms since I'm mushy. So we'll keep playing with it, the idea of the nickname to give all of you for now. So if I call you a guy, when I say you guys, please know that it's just a neutral thing. Mushrooms is cute. Thank you. Thank you very much. So today, I am going to color a self-care coloring book for Black women. I'm pretty sure anyone can color it, of course. It's by the artist Layla Moon. We already did a page out of this one. And I did this one before. This is actually a really old book. I got this book about roughly 2 or 3 years ago. And I just, like I said before, I don't do a lot of coloring. I never really did, but I'm really interested in self-care and different types of meditation. And I found that art is a type of meditation. I had no idea, but now I know. And I guess doing all of these coloring streams with you, mushrooms, really makes me work and be creative. I've been so much more creative lately thanks to all of you watching my streams. I've been painting more. I'm like super happy with starting the stream. So I just wanted to show appreciation for y'all giving me that inspiration back. It's so important to have inspiration as an artist, and I thought that I lost my creative muse for a long time, but she's back, and we're gonna do the thing. This was the last picture we colored, and this is the next picture. So we got our lovely lady taking a nice bath. She is enjoying. I hope y'all have a nice cozy drink, some hot cocoa. It's really cold today. I had to heat up some microwavable socks. They're clean, but yeah, I'm wearing heated socks and a sweater, but I'm not drinking anything warm. I'm actually drinking ginger ale, so that's funny. But same, I haven't made art in forever. I know when you get into that artist block, it's almost like you stay there, and you have to push yourself to do art. And when I try to make myself do art, I can't really do the thing when it's forced. It's gotta come naturally. So, yep. But let's get started. I'm a little bit worried about all the shadows right now. I'm wondering if I turned off one of the lights, will I still have a shadow? But I don't want to play with too much light. I won't be able to see. So we're going to start with the plants, which to me looks like lettuce. It seems like the artist, which I'm very appreciative that she drew this and this is not AI. She might have used like a plant style brush, because these are like the same plant flipped and put in different ways, which is fine. I respect it. But yeah, let's go back in here. I'm thinking 47 is a nice light green as our base color, and then we can work our way up with darker colors. So let's grab that 47. Where are you? Excuse me, pumpkin. Coming in with grass green. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my VODs. It has occurred to me that it takes a little bit over 20 minutes for a video to download for me to keep it and be able to upload it to YouTube. So I just discovered that I only have 2 videos downloaded. Yikes! Not to mention the playlists that were suggested to me as royalty free are actually not. They have been muted. The audio has been muted, so I'm kind of worried about this video's audio. If they're going to mute my audio, I could probably put subtitles maybe in the bottom of my videos so that people from YouTube will probably get an overall idea of what I'm saying. But yeah, like the last 2 videos I have, the audio is trash. Or there is no audio. Not this marker drying up. No way. All right, we're gonna get a new marker. 47's out. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of highlight. I think it's a good idea to highlight the colors that are giving you issues. Yep, I knew I did that. Just so I know, don't use that color. Hi, Rowan. What's good? I figured out how to separate my audio so the music only plays during the live stream and it doesn't save on your VOD. I'll put the tutorial in Discord, please. Thank you for that secret. Oh my goodness, Blue Sensei, I appreciate you. We're gonna go to 48 and see what happens. This is a yellow green, but that's awesome. I was wondering, when I pop into other people's streams, they're able to play whatever song they want. They're singing to it, they know the lyrics, and sometimes it's popular music or a cover of the song. But the point is, I'm jealous, because how are you doing that and I'm getting muted? Blah. But oh, my video just finished downloading. So I think what I'm going to do is get in the habit, since this is like so new to me, I'm gonna have to start downloading my audio before I stream as I'm getting set up, because it does take like 20 minutes for it to fully upload. I have a MacBook. I wonder if I should even bother with royalty-free music now that they're just like, oh yeah, we took that song. We muted your audio. Like, let me be great. Goodness. Okay. Oh my gosh, no way. This marker too? Looks like we're gonna have different color leaves, which is fine. I guess that makes for like a really interesting plant, but that does suck because it's really unintentional. But this is, you know, it's not really expected, but it makes sense with Mercury retrograde coming up. Of course my markers are gonna stop working. I just bought these markers, just bought them, so there really should be no reason for them drying out. Oh, I colored the wrong thing. This is not a leaf. Let's see if we can fix that mistake. Well, I think I want to make her bathtub gold. I don't know why I love the idea of gold bathtubs, because we did it already in one of the Stoner books, didn't we? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yep, she had a gold bathtub. So I gotta stop with the gold bathtub. So we're not gonna do gold this time. Hi, Mama Cat. How you doing? Yeah, that's a piece of the bathtub. So I'm gonna think about what color I should do the bathtub and then just continue with my leaves, even though they're giving me a hard time. Oh yeah, I guess I should mark 48 too as the weakest link. Ooh, that's a throwback reference. Am I showing my age here? Pale blue, yes, or pink. Pale blue. Pink would be cute. I'm thinking of having her bathroom. My favorite color is green and purple. I'm really thinking of doing like a brick pattern up here, and then like her wall, the left side of her wall is here, and I guess that's where her door is. So I'm gonna do this wall a different color. The perspective on this is a little strange, but she did it. She got it off. But I'm thinking green, and or could do blue. Blue bathtub might be cute. I don't know. Let's go to 56, which is darker. Oh, let's try 59. That's kind of in the realm of 47 and 48. 59 is a pale green. Yeah, I'll be feeling old sometimes, but it's all good. It's all love. Okay, so 59, our pale green is doing us good. She's juicy. We ain't got to worry about streakiness drying out. She's doing the thing. So I'm happy to hear, which means I may need to buy more markers eventually if they're already starting to dry up this soon. Mind you, these are Shein markers, so I guess you get what you pay for. So I can't complain too much. If you buy cheap, you get cheap. But these markers don't even have a name. They're not Ohuhu or anything. They were a set of 168 markers, and I went for it because it was discounted, and my old markers, I had Arctics, which was pretty good. They were drying out because I had them for like 4 years, so it's definitely time to upgrade all my art supplies, for sure. I've also noticed that when I was painting as well, like a little bit of painting, and I just ran out of green paint, and I'm like, no. Can always make it with blue and yellow, but I like it from the tube. It helps. I hope everybody's week is going well, by the way. Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, Tipsy Tuesday, all of the play on words. I hope y'all are having a good start to your week. I know up here in the north side of the states, I'm not going to say where, but it's pretty chilly. Temperature has dropped. It is sweater weather, cuffing season, whatever you like to call it. I hope y'all are staying warm, because if you're not staying warm, I'm going to tell your mom. I'm telling. Who told you to go outside with no jacket on? Zip up your coat. Where's your scarf? Happy 11/11! Yeah, making paint is more complicated than looks. With the snitch. I know, an acrylic dries so fast. I really want to try oil paint one day. I really, really want to try it. I have never painted with oil paint. At my big age, never touched the stuff. I've done gouache, watercolor, never tried oil. So I say a lot, don't I? So back to the I really want to get into some oils, and I've heard that it takes days to dry, and you can always go back in and fix things. The blending is phenomenal, are the pros I've heard of oil. And the cons, I've kind of heard that you have to be in a well-ventilated area to paint because it's pretty strong, the smell of oil. I don't know, chemicals? Like I said, I have no experience with oil paint, so whatever I'm saying is probably blah, 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 like that. Just don't listen. Mm, It seems more official. I've never touched oils either. I know, it's just, it seems like you better leave that to the pros, more serious. Like you're started off in school, in art school, with acrylic paint. And then, of course, you have the option to use any other medium that you want. So to hear, oh, you should try oil paint, I'd be like, oh, I'm allowed? Do I have to get a written permission slip from my mom to use oils? Because it just seems so much more serious. I'm going in with this green to kind of match the color of the other lettuce looking leaves, because these look like lettuce. I don't know what kind of plant this is. But plants in the bathroom is a good move. She did good with this because humidity, plants love that. They drink it on up. So she had a pretty good idea to bring the plants in the bathroom with her. But if uneducated white men in the 1700s could do it, I really shouldn't doubt myself. That is a way to look at it too, for sure. I really someday would love to make my own paint, like out of real, like nature, like natural plants, not plants, paint. I would actually really very much like to try that. I'm wondering, because I saw a color theory thing that says try not to use like whites and blacks as highlights and shadows. So I'm wondering, instead of going to the next color up, like what could I use? Well, maybe we're doing too much. I am tired. Let's try. Whoop, we're gonna go back to 56, and then I don't know. I feel like I should be a little bit more creative with my shadows. Maybe how I do my shadows. I tried to put on some synthwave because I was feeling a little, I can't even say nostalgic. I've never lived life in the 80s. But I was feeling that kind of vibe. We always do lo-fi, so 1 second, do some synthwave. I want to say the leaves that are closest to us, like this underside here and here and here, should be dark green. And because the light is here, the light's up here, we're seeing the bottom of the leaves, like the underside. So maybe we should make it a little bit more darker to play up that shadow. Yeah, let's do that. I've never really heard 80s music for real. Really? You should go on that journey. They got some good music. I think we peaked in the 90s, honestly, but 80s definitely had their moment. I would love to live in the 80s as a teenager. Just grow up as a teenager in the 80s. It sounds fun. It sounds a little less rigid, to say the very least. I did ask my mom what it was like to grow up in the 80s, and she said it was fun. So definitely jealous now, because what do you mean? Let's go back in time. But yeah. I know it's not really a fun thing to think about for Black people to time travel, because you know. But if I had to choose, it would most definitely be the 80s, undoubtedly. Believe it or not, I was thinking about coloring all day. I was like, oh my gosh, I am super excited to get back in here and do some coloring. Like nothing special in particular, just looking forward to hearing the marker on the paper and coming to stream with you all. Life is tough, and I think stuff like this, finding that creative window in life, definitely makes life a little bit easier to manage, which says a lot for me because I'm so half glass half empty type girl. I am very cynical. I'd say for good reason, but it's never really good to be that bad, you know. But yeah, as long as you have some sort of creative outlet, perhaps. What artists do you recommend? Tears for Fears. Cyndi Lauper has some good music. A little bit of David Bowie was pretty. Mr. Bowie was pretty popular in its time. Mama Cat, what do you recommend in terms of 80s music artists? Now this may be a really ignorant question, so please be nice, but was Whitney Houston 80s at all? I Want to Dance with Somebody, wasn't that in the 80s? She had the hair for it and everything. So I wonder. Yes. Okay, so definitely Whitney Houston. Michael Jackson, of course, he's 80s. He's got to be in there somewhere. I think now that I've drawn attention to the fact that I say all the time, it's now like I'm self-conscious now. Good job. Good job, Mushy. Goodness. But definitely Tears for Fears. Everybody Wants to Rule the World is one of my favorites. If Nuke was here, yes, Prince was 80s as well. He'd probably tell you because he's a big 80s. He's a big 80s holic as well. But that music that has like the synth wave in it, I don't know that. Well, I don't know that I've ever heard Michael Jackson use synthwave. I might ask Nuke that question. Mama Cat, does Michael Jackson use synthwave at all in any of his songs? Synthwave is what you're listening to now. If you don't know what that is, I'm pretty sure you do know what it is, though. Sometimes I really hate that the the marker bleeds over the thick line. So I'm just like, maybe I should put some painter's tape here. And I'm like, nah, it's not really that serious. We're good. Not as I remember. He was still with his brothers in the early 80s. That makes a lot of sense. John Travolta did make music. Yes, he did. Now, was he a good artist? If I could give a cringe face, I would. I think there's a reason why he isn't known for any of his songs. Kind of like Eddie Murphy is like known for one song. I don't know if he even made more than one song. I've only heard the one song he's made. But I guess there's a reason why he's not singing anymore. It just wasn't really. Stick to acting. Yeah. That was kind of the same case with Tyrese. He's not 80s, of course, but he has a beautiful singing voice, but he turned to acting rather than continuing his music career, which I respect, but I do wish he would come back and make more music because I really did enjoy some of his songs. He just got tied up in that Fast and Fury franchise, and he's been an actor since. I don't even know if he's been in anything else. Hollywood wanted more things. Are we keeping? Oh, yes. I would say so. If you can, keep her awake. Whimsy is my cat. Unfortunately, Whimsy is going into heat, or she is in heat, and it's her first time being in heat. She is maybe 6 months old, maybe 5 months old, but cats enter their first heat around that mark, and she's been very annoying. We have contemplated on, not nice things to her. I'm kidding, I'm totally kidding. But no, she's just been super annoying. So we've been trying to keep her awake during the day because cats are nocturnal. So we can get some rest, and everybody sleeps at night. She usually stays up all night crying because she's in heat and she needs to let us know that she's in heat. I don't know. Yeah. But going back to artists who've made a separate career from singing and they went into acting, I think it's really good for them to have that. What do you call that? To be well-rounded, right? Because Michael Jackson, he did The Wiz. It was a musical, but I think that's one of the very few musicals I like. I hate musicals. I hate musicals. Oh, no singing. But anyway, that's one of the few musicals I can tolerate, aside from some Disney movies, but I am not a musical girl. I think I'm just interested in storyline, and I don't want you to sing the storyline. Just act and push on, like be about your day, It's expected with Disney, but I don't know. When I was watching The Flash and Supergirl, they had a musical episode. When I tell you I skipped that episode so fast, I couldn't do it. I could not. I had to look online for the recap, synopsis, or summary of the episode because I missed out on details because they were breaking in the song every 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can't do this. I cannot do this. I'm turning this off now. No, it's just. No. Hi, Nuke. This sounds like 9 Inch Nails. Oh. Some people would argue that Sinners is a musical. Your thoughts? I think there has to be a certain amount of singing for me to be considered a musical. So maybe like 5 or 6 songs, 7, I don't know. Like, if you're breaking out in a song over everything, I know Grey's Anatomy has a musical episode that I skip with a happiness. But it's like that episode is chock full of singing. It's people go in the next room and they're thinking about stuff, and then while they're thinking, they start singing, and I'm just like, why are you singing? But Sinners is kind of like they were holding a bar / entertainment club, and that was just the area they were in. It wasn't really the focal point. Music wasn't the focal point. It was kind of the focal point, but it wasn't all about singing. Like, oh well, they did do that Irish song outside. Now you got me thinking, Blue. I think Sinners was a musical, but I don't feel like Sinners was a musical. I feel that way too. They were singing all throughout the film, and they had an Irish dance number. Right, you're absolutely right. You are so right. It just didn't feel like a musical because of all the dialogue. Like, all the serious moments, they just seemed a little bit louder than, I don't know, when I think of musical, I think of campy people twirling and opera. And yeah, that was my attempt at opera. Don't laugh. But it's not a fan. I did want to see Hamilton, and yes, I know that's a musical. Listen, y'all. If I know that I'm going into a musical, I'm okay with it because I have mentally prepared, right? However, if you take me to a movie and you don't tell me it's a musical, I'm leaving. I'm getting up and I'm leaving. What did you do? Like, I remember I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas. I know it's a Disney movie and I expected it to be a musical. But when I tell you, they were like, you're going to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas because it is the best Christmas movie, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. They started singing with the movie, and I was just like, no. I still to this day have not seen Nightmare Before Christmas because the people that I was supposed to watch it with started singing. I couldn't do it. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling well. I think I'm going to go home. But lo and behold, I just wanted to get out of there. I felt fine. Musicals make me itch. I can't. Like, oh man, if I dated someone who really liked musicals, it's not my cup of tea, but I think I would encourage them to keep that in their life. Don't change for me. If that's what you like, that's what you like. You know, I like my zombies, and there are people out there that are horrified of zombies, and they probably couldn't handle a relationship where someone goes to sleep to the sound of zombies eating people. Yes, I do. But anyway, that might be off-putting to some people. So I like to respect people's interests and what they like and what makes them them. What makes you happy? Do what makes you happy. I am not going to yuck your yum. It's going to be yucky for me, for sure. But if musicals make you absolutely happy and you can sing along, I'm going to go put earplugs in and you do that. You shine, sunshine. You do your thing. I have to mentally prepare for musicals. I really do. I don't know. Sinners came off as like a very serious oriented movie. So I guess I didn't really think about that, but that you made a good point. There was singing all throughout the movie. There was even a dance number. Yeah. I can't wait till the next few movies come out. I'm so excited for that franchise. they're going to build that entire world, because I had so many questions. Oh, yikes. There are certain musicals I love. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm tolerable. I think the point when I noticed I couldn't do musicals, like that aha moment, when you're figuring out yourself in life and what you like and you don't like, was when I watched Aladdin and the King of Thieves. And there's a music number for, like, there's a song for every scene. And I remember as a kid thinking, they're still singing. What's going on? I don't want to watch this anymore. Like, I genuinely had that thought, and I never watched that movie since. I don't know. It's like I was expecting it with Aladdin, and I know they're singing, but I was just like, come on. Stop. So if it's dark enough, like Vampires of War, it's cool. Yes, absolutely. I like the dark stuff. Phantom of the Opera and Hamilton, I would die on those hills. I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the Phantom of the Opera. I've heard about it in school, but I never sat down to watch it. And it's a classic, so I think I'd give it a chance. We gotta come from somewhere. But Hamilton, and I know those are musicals, so those I can mentally prepare for. You take me to a freaking musical and not tell me it's a musical, and they're singing every 2 minutes, I'm throwing a shoe. Oh my goodness. I think when I said that to some people, though, they're like, okay, so you're definitely not a Disney person. I'm like, I like Disney, but I'm not reaching for a Disney movie every week. I like my classics. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, was my favorite at one point. I wonder, other than Lilo and Stitch, what Disney movies are out there that aren't musicals? Lilo and Stitch isn't a musical. I don't think there's any singing. Toy Story isn't a musical either. But isn't that DreamWorks? But I guess that's Disney. Not all Disney movies are musicals, but most of them are. And they have good music. Like Hunchback of Notre Dame, they had some good music. Hercules had some really good music. Hey, it's catchy, it's nice, but if we're singing too much, it's I don't know, maybe it should be catchy. Are there any animes that are musicals? Is that a thing? I'd love to know that. Pixar, you're right. Just don't throw tomatoes. Oh, so it's not that you don't like musicals, it's the gleefulness that turns you off. Yes. Which I said, I think The Wiz got that off because, like I said, I enjoy The Wiz. I love watching Michael Jackson do his dance, and was that Donna Summer? I forgot who played Dorothy, but yeah, Michael Jackson, I'm not gonna turn away from. You did a musical, let's hear it. He is an entertainer for real, so let me be exposed to that. And I'm with Nuke. I would have loved to go see his concert, but he left us too soon. I wanted to go to a Michael Jackson concert. Let me catch up on the comments. Diana Ross. Okay. But not the Phantom movie. That was trash. Oh. So you don't recommend the Phantom of the Opera movie at all? Okay, so I need to go look for the musical. All right, I can do that. Just don't throw tomatoes. I'm not a Disney person. Pixar. I mean, they own practically everything, so I probably low-key am a Disney person. Yeah, Disney's a monopoly. No one can convince me otherwise. They are a monopoly. They are taking over. They took Marvel. Marvel's Disney. What? Do you know how much gruesome stuff Marvel has in terms of comic books? And you made it Disney? What? Not to mention, they were hosting Walking Dead on the Disney Channel for a while in Japan. So I don't see the correlation between gleeful, happy Disney and zombies. But I digress. Disney is a monopoly. They are trying to own everything and everyone. There are indeed some anime musicals. Yes. Carol and Tuesday, I did watch that. I thought it was cute. I actually thought it was cute. I wasn't expecting the musical, but it wasn't like obnoxious. Carol and Tuesday wasn't bad. I would recommend that to somebody. It's not too heavy on the music, but it is pretty cute for a storyline. I feel like we've been coloring these leaves forever. My gosh. What's the rush? There's no rush. I'm just being silly. I'm trying to make sure these shadows are like shadowing. The shadows are shadowing. Mine too, binged it at like 3 times. Listen, this cat is just not having it tonight. She kicked me. The cat kicked you? Oh. Wait a minute. Why? Is she trying to leave the room? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Every time I color, I can hear my art professor saying, we really need to get those dark dots, those light lights, get those whites in there and those dark dots in there. He had a New York accent. I'm not very good at the New York accent. But anyway, that's what I hear whenever I art, because art school, well, not really art school, but art department. I'm going to take some green. Let me see how dark this is. I'm just going to show up. Oh my gosh, that did absolutely nothing. Yay. Let's get this darker green here. No, she wants me to leave her alone. I think you're in denial. I think you low-key like musical. I think the musical has to be like sincerely good. Good. Like, I don't know. It has to be good. I really don't like Princess and the Frog. And it's kind of to do with the musical because the songs weren't catchy. They're pretty bad songs. I didn't like it. Plus, the first black princess we get, and she's like a frog for the entire movie. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of that movie. But yeah, like, I guess maybe it just has to be good to convince me. And like, don't sing. If we're gonna watch a movie and you know the song, don't sing. Just pretend it's your first time too, and be quiet. Shh. Put this finger on your mouth. That's what my mom told me to do. You talking too much. Put that on your mouth. Shh. Not the broken heart. That green is really greening. Thank you. I'm worried about the shadow because you can see my shadows and I'm like, oh. That's blocking us. Yeah. Like Alice in Wonderland was a musical, right? But it wasn't musical centered. There was a story there. This girl was eating mushrooms and hallucinating. Okay? So like, I don't know. I think it has to be good with a T. GOODT. I think I might want to put some yellow in here. I don't know. Maybe let's look at highlights. Oh. So everyone, I want you to keep your fingers crossed for me because I found an apartment that I can move into that's really, really cheap. And it seems to be the only one of its kind in the area. So I'm really, really hoping that I can get in touch with someone quickly because it's kind of in a college town and that's probably going to go fast. So I'm really, really hoping that I get this opportunity to have this apartment. So if everyone could just use your 11/11 day to wish for me to have this apartment, I would so appreciate you. If you haven't wished today at all during any of the 11 o'clock, 1:11 p.m., if you're going to stay up till 1 a.m., well, then that's the next day, so I guess that doesn't count. But yeah, if you haven't used your wish, I would ask for you to please wish that I get this apartment. I'm not gonna be homeless or anything, but like, it's super cheap. It's $500 monthly. Do you know how rare that is? I was about to say where I live. Do you know how rare that is in my area? Of course not, because you don't know where I live. But suffice it to say, the cheapest apartment in my area is like $800, which makes sense because of the inflation. But still, who's trying to pay that? Not I, said the cat. Please research the neighborhood first, though. Yeah, it's in the college town where I used to go to school, so it's definitely. I want to see. Oh, did you ask me a zombie question? Okay, wait, hold on. Wait. We gotta stop. Hold on. Wait, I got excited. Please research the neighborhood first. Congratulations. Congrats. What was that? No, I forgot what I said. Blue zombie question erased everything. What was I saying? I think this is a good middle ground for dark. You know, I think we're good here. I do want to add a little bit of yellow on top. Oh yeah, I think what I'm worried about, because this is a studio apartment and I'm really strict about what, I mean, I don't have control over it, but like, why would you charge someone $1,000 monthly for a studio apartment? There's no rooms, there's just a bathroom. So, like, what are you doing? I don't know. So finding this apartment that's $500 for studio is like, what? That's a steal. I'm trying to see if I can get it because I can absolutely afford that. And it's just me and my cats. So. But that's what I was going to say. I want to see the apartment before I get it because I lived in Japan for like 5 years. And each time I moved, I didn't tour the apartment first. They had I guess a real estate person to tour the apartment for you. They show you videos of the place and then they'll send it to you. If you can't get to them, you have the option of going, or you can do a virtual tour. So I was really busy being a teacher at the time. I couldn't make those apartment viewings, and I had someone to look at the apartment. And then when I saw through pictures what it was, I didn't go to the neighborhood. I just took the apartment because they go super fast. Cheap, apartments always do. So this time, now that I'm back in the States, I would like to see what I'm getting into this time, if I can have some kind of autonomy with that. But let me check. Okay, now on to the zombie question. Yay! Believe it or not, I used to be terrified of scary things, like to a point where my mom wasn't really a fan of me watching scary stuff because that meant I was sleeping with her, and we're not doing that. You're a big girl, sleep in your own bed. So it kind of kept me from watching scary stuff, because if I can't sleep with mom, then I don't need to be watching this movie. So I stopped watching scary movies for a while until I got to college. And my roommate, she was really into zombies. She had like a zombie survival guide poster on things that you should do in case of a zombie apocalypse. And I thought that was super cool and it intrigued me. So Walking Dead had come out at that time, and I was really scared of, really watching it. I thought it was too gruesome, too dark. My roommate tried to watch it with my other roommate, because I had 3 other roommates in college, and she ran in the room and was like, I can't do it. They're smashing heads, brains. It's horrible. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So eventually, when I got a single and had my own room in college, I binge watched, which was a mistake. During break, there was no one on campus. I think there was like a hurricane issue or something. It wasn't really a break. It was just really bad weather. So everybody was told to go home, and for people who couldn't go home, to stay on campus and don't go anywhere. So I used that time to binge watch The Walking Dead. And let me tell you, I was so scared for my life. I thought everybody on campus was gone because there were zombies and I was next, and I needed to stay indoors. It was a crazy time. But I absolutely love their, I guess, spin on zombies. It's really, really interesting, and it's really, really, I feel like, realistic in terms of if this were to happen in real life. Because not only do you have to worry about zombies, but you have to worry about people. There's no law. When you cut down to martial law, we're in trouble. I do not want to be ruled by the military. So yeah, oh my God. That sucked me in. I love The Walking Dead zombies. And then after that, when I got all The Walking Dead, I can't say out my sister. I really like this blue, so I'm gonna color the bathtub this color. But yeah, I 68. I have shiny moments. I apologize as an ADHD person. That's gonna happen quite a bit. But yeah, it's like it comes off so realistic. After watching and binge watching that, like, I went back and watched other zombie movies, and I started liking the way some directors or producers created their zombies, like the 28-day series movie franchise. 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 years. Their zombies are specifically, it's kind of like rage bent. Like, they're not exactly eating you, but they're beating the heck out of you. And World War Z, with what's his name? What's that guy? The pretty boy. Brad Pitt? Was that him? That was Brad Pitt? Those zombies are geared to terminal illnesses. So if you have a terminal illness, the zombie doesn't want you because you're sick and you're going to die soon. And the purpose of that zombie gene, or whatever the thing is telling the zombie to do, is to spread. We must spread. We must make more of us. We have to spread. We have to spread. So they're going around tagging people and making more of them. And if you have a terminal illness, then they don't want you because you're going to die. So they don't pay you any mind. So to survive that world, you would basically either need to never run into a zombie or get a terminal illness, and they won't see you. They're prejudiced that way. It seems. Hold on, let me drink. I really hope y'all didn't hear my swallowing. I'm so sorry. Same. My grandma was into horror and would let me sleep in her bed. My mom wasn't having it. Yeah, I definitely had a zombie apocalypse moment. Have you played the Walking Dead games? I cannot play those games because I'm a chicken. So what I did was watch them. I watched the mobile ones. I watched I feel like they're not as good as the TV show, but they're their snippet of what's going on in that world, that universe, because it's always expanding, and I love it. Was pretty interesting and sad. I do love Clementine. She's pretty awesome. Have you seen? Yes. Okay, so wait. Right, like, oh my god. Me feeding that zombie, what is that, hyperfixation that I have. I explored, I even watched the B-list zombie movies. I tried to give everything a chance. Like I was talking about one of my streams where I have food that I don't like and it's based on looks. I didn't actually try the food. So I tried to do that with zombies. Like I wanted to give everybody a chance, even the movies that sucked. I looked into video games as well. I had a whole rant about, what was it? What do you call them? Oh, Resident Evil zombies. I use zombie very loosely for Resident Evil because of the amount of chemicals or mutations that they have. After a certain point, if I shoot you in the head and you get back up, you're not a zombie, you're a mutant. There's something else going on there that's, driving you. Whatever that motivation is to kill in that world. And I think they were trying to make bioweapons, and it just kind of turned on people because they were playing God, I guess. I don't know. It's usually what happens when you play God. But, yeah, no, like, I think Resident Evil has mutants. I don't believe they have zombies. I think it started off as zombies, and then, like, the lore just got too gory. They're doing things, which is great. I love creative license. That's what makes life really interesting. Yeah, Resident Evil is more mutant than zombie. I agree. Yeah, for sure. Like, so I watched the bad zombie movies. The movies that I will not entertain are that stupid Warm Bodies movie where that girl falls in love with a zombie, and I guess he's got enough autonomy to protect her, and they have a relationship, and I guess I don't know if he turns human or not. I didn't give that movie a chance because it was trash to me. Like, are you freaking serious? No, I am not gonna have a crush on a decomposing man. Are you freaking? No, just no. It's just all the no's. No. Get out my face. Go that way. Sit in timeout. So I hate Warm Bodies. I do not like Shaun of the Dead. I take zombies very seriously. So to have comedy and zombies in the same category makes me itch. I don't feel like zombies are something that we should joke about. I feel like it's a very serious matter, and finding comedy relief in the world that's so dystopian and gone. I don't know. It just there shouldn't be jokes about certain things. That's just one of the things I don't find funny. You can have a little dark humor in there, but if it's centered around stupid stuff, I can't watch Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland. I think they're terrible. I watched Zombieland both versions, and no, 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 absolutely not. Oh, that's fine. Oh yeah, iZombie. I couldn't do iZombie either. What do you mean you have a zombie solving crime? What? 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 What do you mean? So no, absolutely not. I will not give that the time of day. I guess since the bathtub is coming this way, we should probably just keep it a dark blue. 'Cause this side of the bathtub is dark. Oh no. But getting into foreign films, I love Train to Busan. My only pet peeve Train to Busan, the zombie movie, is the fact that they introduced animals as a first what do you call it? As a nod to this world is about to turn into zombies thing, but they don't introduce animals ever again in that universe. And that's in Peninsula, #Alive. They're all the same world with Train to Busan, just in different perspectives. But yeah, like, remember the zombie deer in the beginning? Where's the rest of the zombie animals? Why was it only that one deer? What? 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 So that's my only pet peeve if I'm going to nitpick Train to Busan. But and I think the zombies have a bit of a hive mindset, which I also am a little turned off by, but it's still pretty interesting. I like Everyone is Dead, which is the other zombie flip. Actually, let me go back here. Patient Zero. I don't think I've seen that. Necrophilia. For real! Never watched Zombieland. Sean made me laugh when it was released, but didn't hold up to me on a rewatch. I like every 3 years we have random diseases. Monkey escaping labs. Yes. Have you seen Kingdom? I love Kingdom! Let's take a moment. Listen. So much creativity with their zombies. I was very impressed with the story. And did you see the Kingdom movie that goes with that? Man, I am so mad they discontinued that series. I was eating it up. That was so good. Like, really good. If you have not watched Kingdom, please watch it and make sure it's the zombie one, because there's another Kingdom that's a Korean movie that's built, or it's basically talking about drama in Korean. I don't know. There's Korean things that don't correlate with that zombie Korean thing. So, yeah, is what I'm trying to say. But loved Kingdom. Loved the storyline, how the zombies were introduced, why there were zombies, who was making the zombies. Like, oh my gosh, I would rewatch that again and again and again. The only thing I didn't like, me nitpicking, well, I don't know if that's spoilers, so I don't know if I should say what I didn't like. Not good. Nerds will survive the zombie apocalypse. Never seen that. Granted, there's a lot I've never seen. Yeah, it's not gory. Like, compared to Walking Dead, it is not gory. You could watch that eating spaghetti. Like, Kingdom is not gory. I don't believe it's gory. There's some, oh my gosh, parts, but, like, it's, I'd say 68. I'd say it's not too bad compared to Walking Dead. Walking Dead, they're smashing heads. We're using Baby Blue. Stepping on zombies' heads, running over zombies. Like, it's very gruesome in that world. And I can appreciate it because I feel like it's realistic. This is the things that we would have to do if the world turned out this way. I am a fangirl for Walking Dead. I wish I could meet them in person one day. I think that's a life goal for me. I would love to meet the actors and just tell them how much I respect them and, you know, I was mad at Andrew Lincoln for a little while. Andrew Lincoln is the main character of The Walking Dead, and that's who we started with. I was upset with him for mean reasons. Basically, he stopped being the main character. He didn't kill himself off. I know I'm giving spoilers. I'm sorry if you haven't seen Walking Dead. But he sat back from Walking Dead because his wife started complaining that he wasn't coming home very often and he was always working on Walking Dead. So he, being the amazing man that he is, stopped acting to show up for his family. And while that's sweet, I was like, no! You could have been great! What do you mean? What do you mean your wife wants you home? And then I started looking her up and I was like, I'm gonna type this. No, I don't know. But yeah, like I was salty for a while with that, him leaving or taking a step back from Walking Dead, because it was great. He started it. He is a man from the UK that perfected the Southern accent. Like, what do you mean he's not acting anymore? I was like, you better be glad he loves you, because I love him too. It is spoilers. I'm sorry, Newt. Kingdom is a K-drama about zombies, so it really is well done. I watched the first season in 2011 and couldn't watch it anymore after episode 6 and when the girl had to kill her own sister. Yeah, it'd be like that. Spoilers. What? Well, Newt, the part she's talking about you've already watched, so yeah. You've already seen that part. That's not a spoiler. But I guess what I said about Andrew Lincoln might have been a spoiler since he is the main character. But I'm like, what do you mean he's not coming back? Or at least not right now, I guess. I'm not sure, but my little old heart. But I do have gripes with Walking Dead. In the beginning, you know, they were testing the waters and trying to see what worked, what didn't work, and ultimately they lost a director. They changed direction in some things, but they overall kept kind of the same pattern with zombies, and I can appreciate that. You know, zombies can only do what their virus is telling them to do, and if your virus is telling you to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, then that's what you're gonna do. Eat. If the virus is telling you to spread, make more of us, like the zombies in Last of Us, then that's what they're gonna do. They're going to keep creating more zombies because that's the goal, to take over. I don't even think the Last of Us zombies eat you. I don't think they eat you. I think they just spread. They want you to be one of them. It's the point of it is to spread. So Um, yeah, I don't think so. But, so going back to what was it? I'm personally not worried about spoilers. I think Andy's wife was angry at the scenes with Michonne. They had real chemistry. I know. I know. They were beautiful together. It was a long time coming. It was a long time coming. They were beautiful, but she was like, "You're never home," blah blah blah. It's like, okay, I'll be the good husband. You know, I'll come home. Blase. One second, I need to go grab my ruler because there's something I want to do. So 1 second. Back with a ruler. So I did say I wanted to do the brick pattern. What was for dinner? I'm trying to make sure this is straight. So we're gonna do that brick pattern. What was I saying? All of Us Are Dead. I think their spin on zombies was interesting. I heard that there's actually a comic book or a manga before the series came out, so it's supposed to go a little bit more in depth about the types of zombies in that world. However, it seems like the zombies in that world have a little bit of autonomy, and they're able to recognize things and do certain things that an ordinary zombie wouldn't be able to do. So I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Why does this look like it's slanting downwards? Oh my god, I hope it's not. Yeah, it's totally slanting downwards. Her bricks are uneven. It'll be fine. She'll be fine. All of Us Are Dead. I would watch it again. And I would recommend it. It's not my favorite Korean zombie flick, but it does scratch the zombie itch if I ever need to watch something. They actually make a reference to Train to Busan, which is funny. But the thing I loved about Walking Dead is the creativity. Everybody was like, in the beginning, why do they keep naming the zombies walkers or geeks or what do they call them? Skinners. They had all these nicknames for them, and the director said it was because there's zombies don't exist in that world. They didn't know what zombies were. You know, here in the real world, we have pop culture and art and stuff. Like, we know what zombies are because of our creative brains. But that world, that universe, had never seen or heard of a zombie, not even in a creative sense. So that's why they didn't have it. Pizza! I just finished dinner: steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. Hey, hey, hey! That sounds great. I'm loving it. What else? Oh, try to see something here. Okay. I think a dog just barked. What was that noise? What's going on in there, Mama Cat? Yeah, so some of these bricks are gonna be like a little lopsided. I'm noticing that I'm making him curve that way, which sucks, but it's what it is. It's what it is. Fighting for my life. My favorite Walking Dead character. I would definitely say Michonne. Oh man, my dream is to have all of the comic books because I want to properly give Walking Dead their. I want to support them, you know? So I want to read the comic books. I know the comic books are a lot more gruesome. There's grape in it between what happened to Michonne and. What was that blonde girl's name again? So I know that's in there. But I think I still want to watch. Now. Oh no. Oh, you're talking about the cat. Yeah. My mom's babysitting the cat. She's trying to keep her awake. But there's one one series I have a love-hate relationship with in terms of zombies, and that would be Z Nation. Because Z Nation absolutely has comedy in it where there shouldn't be comedy, I feel like. But where I'm in love with them is perhaps, I'm trying to figure out the brick colors, is perhaps the terracotta. The different types of zombies that they had different types of zombies, and it really opened up like my mind to what ifs, because something that Walking Dead didn't touch on, you know. It also gave me kind of more ideas on what to do to survive a zombie apocalypse. And I learned from Z Nation, it helps to have Mother Nature on your side. Zombies, at the end of the day, it's night. At the end of the day, it's night. Like, they're zombies. They're human. They are human. Whether they're dead or not, they are still human. They are not superhuman. They cannot run fast. They cannot wield weapons. They cannot speak to you. They cannot, you know, they're just mindless, and they're controlled by whatever thing it is. So where was I going with this? Oh, if you're a human and you're walking out into the desert, you're not going to do so well because it's hot. There's you're working with the elements. There's dry. Oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. The desert it gets up to hundreds, you know, which is not good for people. We don't stay outside when it's up in the hundreds. But if a zombie were, then they would absolutely get sick, and I'm distracted. I would love to see your original Walking Dead fan art. Andrea, absolutely. Yeah, Andrea and Michonne had a bad time in the comic books. And Andrea actually, I believe she lived in the comic book for a long time, as opposed to what's going on in The Walking Dead now. And in the comic book, spoilers, but Sophia, the little girl, she actually lives, and Carol dies, the mom, instead of Sophia dying. They switched it up. So I think terracotta for brick. I got 104. We got terracotta, sand, and what would be another good brick color? I'm thinking 97. I don't know. We'll see how this looks when I do the thing. This is not a one-person job. Keeping cats awake? Absolutely not. They want to sleep. Pop that pee. theoretically, zombies should freeze in cold weather. In northern climates, the winter should be. Exactly. And that's what Z Nation does. Like, they touch on different kinds of zombies, zombies that have, or I'm going to start off, I'm going to say humans. Humans or people that had worked in the plants when things went down. What do you think happened to those people who are exposed to radiation? And then they reanimate. So now you have a radioactive zombie. That's dangerous. But, like, they touch on things like that. I think anthrax was a thing. They also had an episode. I'm sorry for spoilers if you ever plan on watching it. Please watch Z Nation. I do encourage it. They had an episode where there was a really big tornado, and the zombies were quite literally being picked up by the tornado and thrown anywhere. And you know how zombies are. When they're thrown anywhere, they just get back up and start walking, whether they have a broken limb or not. Oh, sorry about that. So it was really interesting to see how they navigated zombies during a tropical storm or a hurricane, or being in a desert. You've got wolves, you can't, zombies can't climb, so terrain is like mountain terrain, mountainous stuff is like your best bet to survive, because that's something they can't do. So I know, like, it really made me think a lot about if that were to happen, um, what I can do to survive and how I can navigate my life apart from the people who think zombie apocalypses are going to be fun. Because I don't believe they're going to be fun. I believe it's going to cause a lot of emotional damage. You're killing your neighbors. Humans are not meant to kill anybody, which is why we have PTSD and things like that. We're not designed to kill each other. So for those nerds who are out there thinking, oh my god, it's gonna be so fun, I get to shoot this and do that, you have no idea how much trauma you're going to endure. And Walking Dead touches on that, what it does to you mentally, that world. I respect Walking Dead so much. So I want to meet the actors. I want to give them their flowers. I just have so much respect for that universe in terms of Walking Dead. They will always be number one for me. I know people were complaining it's too. They were saying people were complaining that it was too talkative because they were stuck in the prison for too long. And I was like, well, when you find a safe place, that's what you tend to do. You settle, especially since Lori was pregnant. Like, what do you expect them to do? They were looking for somewhere to be safe, and they found somewhere. So that's going to be the setting for the next few days, like the farm was, or a few episodes or seasons, whatever the case. So for people to say it was boring because they're still at the prison, I want to see them kill zombies. So I'm like, dude, you're not a zombie fan. You don't deserve to be watching this right now. Give me your phone. But yes, what was oh my gosh, I don't know. It's like Z Nation, they touched on many different kinds of zombies, and I have the love-hate relationship because some of those zombies are mutants, and I don't think I have a brick red, and it's just, I don't know, I think it's just really smart. I don't know. I watched Cargo. Cargo was good. It was on Netflix for a short time. That's a zombie movie. That's a very sad zombie movie. But yeah, why is this not very dark? This looks like the same color, just I wish people could get along though. I know being on the set, being at work with people, not everybody's going to agree or get along, but if it's to a point where I'm gonna have to, I don't know, kill you off or something because you're being unbearable, that really sucks, And I'm talking about Fear of the Walking Dead. They lost a lot of cast members, and they even had to put Morgan in that show to save it because it was so bad. Like, I stand behind Walking Dead, but I know when it's bad. Like, Fear of the Walking Dead it is pretty bad. There's a point where I actually restart the series to watch from the beginning because that's just it for me. Like, that's as far as it gets good for me. But I'm going to have to really eventually go back in and watch it for real. But I have restarted it all along, all of it, not all along, all over again is what I meant to say. Absolutely. That's why they had to put Morgan in there. Like, they took Morgan out of The Walking Dead. Everybody loved Morgan when he finally found himself and kind of started acting like he had some sense for a little while. They put him in Fear the Walking Dead to save the show. I don't know how it's doing now. I know Daryl Dixon has his own show that I really want to get into, but I'm unfortunately in this state of mind that I need comfort, and usually when I do that, I tend to rewatch like reruns and everything. So I am rewatching Fear the Walking Dead and Walking Dead just as a comfort because I'm not too happy right now. But hopefully that'll change. I do really want to go back. There's a lot of things I want to go and watch. I still haven't watched Wednesday. I really want to watch that. I know I have to get into it. I have a few animes I started with Nuke that I need to go and do, but it's just life was lifing, and when it does life too much, I exit right. I need to be away and come back to things that are familiar to me, and it helps to watch things that I can predict. I can predict what's going to happen in Walking Dead because I've seen it 20 million times. Like, I go to sleep to Walking Dead. I love Walking Dead. Like, it's predictable and it's comforting to me for some odd reason. But I guess that's kind of like the girls that like to watch those crime series, because I cannot get comfortable to crime series. I cannot sleep to crime series. I'm not that type of person. Kudos to you if you are, but for me, it's like that was really someone's life. That was really a person that died. I'm not going to sleep to that. That's terrible, So I could never really connect with the crime mystery girls, but I guess I'm kind of the same in that aspect with Walking Dead, because they probably are like, well, you watch fictional people eating each other's faces off. What do you mean? But crime series, they're really someone's life. Someone actually died. And I saw a meme that was like, can you imagine someone skipping your crime story because they thought it was boring? Like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, I died. Feel bad for me. Don't skip my episode. What do you mean? I haven't watched any of the new Walking Dead. Yes, I did start the one episode of the one series where it was like all the kids, and I felt like they were trying to do like a Stranger Things thing, but they moved it to a different network, and it was something you had to pay, a streaming service you had to pay, and I said no, which was weird because I do want to support Walking Dead, but I don't want to buy an entire streaming service for one show. It just sounds like madness. I can sleep to any human voices talking about whatever. It's weird. AI voices will wake me up. Wow, that's interesting. Wow. Oh no, that was not the right color. Oops. I guess we'll have those colors be the same. Whew. I hope this is looking bricky. If the bricks are not bricking, then I'm not sure. Okay, so we have our brick wall. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of highlights and all that fun stuff. We used terracotta, sand. I don't know why I feel compelled to tell you the marker names. I know you are just here to watch me color, but like, I don't know why I'm sharing the marker names. Natural oak, rose beige, and baby skin pink. So we are very, very need to name the colors this. Wow, this camera does not like to be bumped at all. Thank you. I'm so glad the bricks are breaking. It's very important that they do that. I have this cream acrylic gel pen that I'm going to try. This is my first time using it, which it still looks white. But this is just like that white space that's in between brick walls. I don't know what that's called, a spackle? I don't know, cement? No idea. But I going back to zombies, I respect them so much. I know people think I'm just into the violence of zombies. I'm more enamored with the freedom in that world. No job. I don't have to wake up and go to work. I don't have debt anymore. I would be the happiest person. Obviously, I'm gonna have to deal with people who are racist. I'm so worried about being black during a zombie apocalypse. No one talks about that. Well, Walking Dead did a little bit. They touched a little bit on racism. But yeah, like, I just love the freedom of that world. And, you know, of course, we're going to be scarred and traumatized. I will probably never have kids because I wouldn't know. My rule for zombies, ready? No dogs, no babies, no pregnant ladies. I'm going to put this on a shirt one day, I swear. I know it sounds bad, but that's my rule. No dogs, no babies, no pregnant ladies. Dogs are noisy. I don't care. You can argue me to the ground. My dog doesn't bark, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you and your dog can stay together. I'm going to go that way. I own 3 cats, and my plan is if zombie apocalypse ever happens, I'm going to free them. They can go. They're not coming with me. I can't do animals. It's another mouth I have to worry about. You know, it's more noise. No, no animals for me. No dogs, no babies. We already know why no babies. Number one, that world is absolutely traumatizing to grow up in. You're going to have to explain things to children, why these people are like this. This is the world now, what it was like before. You know, you have to teach them ultimately how to wield weapons to protect themselves in case they were ever put in a situation where they're by themselves. You know, it's really a lot for a developing child. So I don't want that responsibility. not mean. So, no to that. And no pregnant ladies, because I am not delivering your baby. And you're going to eat twice as much because you're pregnant. No, no, no. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, that's my whole zombie apocalypse rant for ya. I think I just lost the lid to my pen. I don't know where it went. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm putting little highlights in on the bricks, even though bricks are not known for highlights. But I think it just makes it cuter. If you can see it, I doubt you all can see it. When it's like cream and stuff, it's like hard to see. Me guess. Maybe she polishes her bricks. We'll never know. Thank you. I kind of wish they were a bit redder, but I think we'll keep it. You know, maybe this will start to come together. So for the lights, I would love for this to be some kind of wood, which I don't know if that would make sense to put wood light fixture on a brick background, but this is my picture. And if you want some, get some. I'm playing. So I think we're gonna do, this is like a nice wood. 100. 100 coming in at walnut. Sorry, none of you are men. You lost a cat. Did she go into the bed? I don't know what to think about spoilers anymore. Nuke told me, and I have been thinking about it ever since he's told me, because I thought I was in this anime group and they were talking about episodes from like Card Captor, Sailor Moon, Card Captor specifically, and then they were doing like this whole Inuyasha thing when that series circled around his daughter. I'll go into that later, but like, man, it was like, is this gold? No, that was gold. Where was I going with this? Oh, they were talking about Card Captor, and I don't know anything about it, so I said it was a bit of a spoiler because I'm going to watch it someday, but just not at the moment. And their argument was, if the show has been out longer than a year, it's not a spoiler. And they argued me to the ground. Like, nobody was on my side. I was in there fighting for my life. They absolutely stood on business. Like, if this show is longer than a month, 2 months, a year, this is not a spoiler. We can say what we want. I can tell you the whole story to Sailor Moon if you watched it, and that is not a spoiler, is what they were telling me. So I told Nuke this, and he was like, nah. Nuke was like, that was their rule. That wasn't the rule for the whole world. I thought it was the rule for the whole world, but apparently it's not. So I was thinking that way with a lot of shows. Oh my god. a little bit of a highlight in that gold, as if gold needs a highlight. And I think I'm going to do this pretty like glass green, just to keep the green going. Blue and green. So I'm thinking we're limited on the green right now, so maybe we could do a 59 to a 56, which is actually a pretty big jump. Let's do the cha-cha. Oh yeah. Oh, these would have been cute purple too. I just thought about purple. I'm going to use a green shell pen to kind of help me fill in this little bit of a mistake. Gosh, I wish this camera was so much clearer for y'all to see. But the goal, oh, that green is too light. Oh my gosh. The goal is to save up for a streaming camera because they are expensive. And as I said earlier, you absolutely get what you pay for. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a Black Friday thing. I don't know if a bug just fell on me. What the heck was that? Yeah, no, I don't know if it's going to be like, can I ask Santa to get me a streaming camera? But that's the goal, to buy a camera that actually focuses and can see the details in the picture the way I can, because y'all can't see it the way I can. So we shall see. Okay, we got the green in there. It's greening. I'm going to put a little yellow highlight to indicate that the light is on. Oh yeah, there is the no spending on Black Friday. I remember. We are trying to starve the rich by eating them. Where is that? Oh, do a yellow color pencil instead. Yeah, it absolutely sucks that you have to do the things you have to do in this current world. Oh wow, forgot color pencils can absolutely layer. I'm using Prismacolor color pencils. I've had these for years. I definitely need to buy new color pencils. Prismacolor is a really good brand, so I recommend, if you have an artist friend in your life, to get them Prismacolor color pencils. They're really, really good. Do that glue. I wonder if I move it up, can you see better? I don't know. I wonder if it's even the lamp color. Hold on, let me see if I can change the lamp. This yellow is bad. I don't know if that's doing anything. I don't think that did anything. Whatever. So I'm going to make her the glass around her mirror. I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I don't know. Just like that, that thought was gone. It said, bye, see you. Catch you on the flip side, home slice. Such a life, and life is such. that part right there. And I'm gonna do, I didn't put any highlights in our beautiful blue bathtub. And that is not a highlight. That did nothing. Let me see if I have a pretty light blue. Okay. So these are acrylic gel pens, and I think this was the best investment I made on like art supplies, because what do you mean there's acrylic gel pens? I didn't know that was a thing. I thought gel pens were just gel pens and that they could color on any surface, but they actually can't. I did kind of bulk buy gel pens at one point, and they were terrible. They just didn't want to write, they wouldn't do anything. So they got tossed in the trash. Like the black wasn't even working. It's like, what? So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of a yellow highlight into the bathtub to kind of emphasize that that yellow light that's on. So just a little bit. Can you please? Okay, so it was like, I'm not gonna color. So yeah, a little bit of a yellowish highlight on the edge of the bathtub, so that light is bright. She can see as she's cleaning her body. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to put bubbles in here if I can mimic bubbles. I'm thinking this mirror frame should be like a wooden brown, so I'm gonna go back with a walnut, because I was gonna do gold, but I was like, nah, let's do brown and hope to goodness that it doesn't bleed into the mirror. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I held my breath. Y'all were able to see. You're doing so good. Steady hand. Oh my gosh, it broke my heart today. I found out that I don't have steady hands. If I hold my hand out in front of me flat, my hand trembles. And I noticed that when I was painting, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have steady hands. I think it brought attention to me because one episode in Grey's Anatomy, the brain surgeon said that you need steady hands to perform brain surgery. You can't have shaky hands. When you do brain surgery, like you're standing for hours and hours and hours, and you need to have steady hands. So I was like, I have steady hands. Psych. So, I think my hands are steady enough. That's fine. We're fine. Everybody's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna add that yellow into the side of the wood. We got the highlight up in there. It's bright in this bathroom. We can see. And then the window's open. We might add a curtain here. I'm gonna make it let's vote. Morning bath or night bath? And while y'all are thinking, I'm gonna go ahead and start coloring. So let me know what you would prefer, a morning bath or a night bath. Yeah, right? No, I could not do your brain surgery. Your surgery for your brain. Like, it's not happening. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna see how to color a mirror. so I can get the right reference, because I've never made or colored a mirror before. So I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So I think, according to the picture, it's kind of a cool gray, or maybe a blue gray. Either cool or blue. I'm thinking it's the blue. So we're going to start with blue gray 1. Back. Welcome back, blue. There are no candles and no glass of wine, so it's a morning bath. Very good observation. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, she's having a morning bath. It's a quick bath. Well, I don't know. When people take a bath, I don't know if their intention is to be quick. Like, you're essentially sitting in your own soup. So, I don't know. Maybe, speaking of soup, maybe I should add some carrots in there. Lettuce, potatoes. Well, I don't think lettuce goes in soup. Depending on the soup. I am uncultured. Please be nice. Okay, so we got that. I like to shower after my bath. That's really interesting. I know in Japan people shower before their bath. You know, they do the scrubbing and then they take their bath. And they usually go into the bath very already clean, and the bath is kind of just to relax them. Which is, you know, it's a way to take a bath. It's a way. Not a wrong way, not a right way. It doesn't matter. It's just their way. But yeah, doing diagonal slashes to get that glare that mirrors have, according to the reference photo, because I am no good at that. At least not yet. Oh, it's 8. So I think it's okay to let her go to sleep now. The cat. That's true. Shower before the bath. You have to clean the tub twice. Just stand up from your bath and shower real quick. Oh, okay. It's 9 and she's been asleep. Oh my gosh. All right. How dare you let her sleep? I dropped my cat off at the daycare center and they just let her do whatever she wants. She comes back and her ears aren't put up in a ponytail like I left them. Like, she's just out here. I'm gonna put a little bit. I don't know if I should have done that, but that's what the reference photo looks a little bit like. There's blue in there. I can't quite tell though. I know they have our white highlights in there. I need another white acrylic marker because this one stinks. Not like in smell version, but it sucks pretty bad. I'm just trying to put this in here. Okay, we are officially not happy with this mirror. Yay! Oh really? Thank you. Like in person, this looks like scribbles, but I looked at it on camera. It looks good. So I guess we're winning without the clear camera here. Okay, so we agreed that it would be daytime. So I'm gonna grab a 182 with frost blue. It's very, very light blue. I feel like this song should be in Tekken or something. I think I might add clouds. I'm not sure how this is coming out. We got it. It's good. Maybe I'll take a bath later. I have some bath bombs from Lush. I miss bath bombs. You know what I want to try? The steam shower pod thingies. I saw those in lavender, and that's like my go-to relaxing scent. Don't put lavender oil on your pillowcase, by the way. You will have nightmares. Anyway, or maybe it's just a me thing. It's probably just a me thing, but someone told me that you can, what's the word? Be more relaxed if you, I really want this green, but it's not working. If you use lavender essential oil, it's supposed to help relax you and put you to sleep. However, I got too carried away. I put it on my pillowcase, I put it on my blankets, I put it on my wrists. Let me tell you, I had the scariest dreams. I hadn't touched lavender after that for like a year. It was crazy. Yeah. Oh man, I hate that I can't use that green. So I guess we're gonna have to. I'm thinking of what to do with the wall. I apologize. I guess while I'm thinking of the wall, I could go ahead and start to color her skin. So we're going to go in with a 103. I think that's a pretty good brown. Where are you? Oh, potato brown. Definitely grab some bath bombs if you've never tried them. They have great stocking stuffers too. Yes, they are. What was I gonna do with this? Oh, color her skin, and I'm not high, y'all. I don't know why I couldn't remember what I was doing. I'm thinking maybe I should make the bathrooms yellow, like a canary yellow. So I did want to do green, but the green I want it's dead. So I think yellow would definitely brighten the room up. Not you dying too. I just got these markers. That sucks badly. Potato brown. What happened? What happened to it? Oh my goodness. Had to do the baby voice. Okay, we are done with this playlist. I'm gonna see if I can find another royalty-free playlist. Chill hop. I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to make sure I can get some music here. Well, I'm told Lo-Fi Girl has... Oh, okay. She has good music, but I got copyright strike for her, so... I don't know. Or maybe it was just a warning. They aren't markering tonight. I know, and it's... Like, you got one job, marker. You have one job. Color the picture. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. It's fading. Come on now. We have to get another brown. Okay, so let's see what we can get as a stand-in for 103. And the next color would probably be a 96. So let's try 96 to the rescue, excuse me. Coming at me with a mahogany. Okay, that's better. It's very juicy and it's very close to the color I was already using. So that's very pleasant. We are making a comeback and I'm happy. That arm came out so sloppy because the other marker was dying, but it's okay. We work with what we can. Okay. Give your dogs hugs for me. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it so very much. I need to ask y'all, like, if you partake in 420, whether that's smoking it or any type of gummies, or cookies, any edibles whatsoever, what is something that you, I guess, watched while you were high and realized that it actually sucked? Like, have you ever had that, like, oh my gosh? I have that with certain things. Like, I guess I'll go first. If I get high and I get on Instagram has so much exposure to things, and I feel like it's desensitizing people from a lot of things that we should be more concerned about. But because it's on the app and it's put on the app like it's nothing, people just kind of see it and scroll past it. So when I'm high and I, get on Instagram, it actually becomes very apparent that these people are actually fighting. Like, he just threw him across the room, or she just spit in her face. Like, this isn't reality TV. This is real stuff that we're watching. And I don't know why I become so, what's the word? I don't know. Ren and Stimpy got ruined for me. That's crazy. Oh no. I don't know why I get so real when I get high sometimes. It's like, you're supposed to be chill, you're supposed to vibe, but I have like these existential questions and I want to have conversations about real stuff. I get real productive. Like, yeah, so when I get on Instagram, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this app is horrible. But yeah, that and like SpongeBob had me dead. Like, I sometimes I can't watch it when I'm high because that show is it's just mindless nothing, and it's funny. And I'm just like, there is no educational purpose to SpongeBob at all. Like, this is just crazy, stupid. I remember I'd watched Grey's Anatomy while high, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, they really cut that man open, and I'm looking at his heart right now. Like, they're in there. But of course that's acting, so not really. Oh Oh, you too? Oh, this is embarrassing. Well, we gotta go back in with shadows anyway, so I guess that's fine. What we doing? Where's my plate? Nuke? Where's my plate? 94. I haven't reached that level yet. Yeah. Another show was Charmed. I'm sitting here high, tweaking, and I'm like, man, this acting sucks. Why did I think this show was so good? Ruined Charmed for myself. So I decided not to watch my favorite shows high ever again. Except for SpongeBob. SpongeBob can definitely be watched. He's fine. Made a small mistake here. You're supposed to serve guests. I just got finished. Come get it. No, dude, where's my plate? You're supposed to bring me the plate. What kind of service is this? I'm complaining to the manager. It's gonna be cold by the time I get there, so I think I'm gonna just eat y'all. So that's crazy. And he said that without flinching. Like, we are SOL. I might have to go back in with that 96 just for the face. I think the face is getting a little too... Wings and fries. Where's the vegetables? Well, I guess fries are technically vegetables. I did have a guy friend who argued that French fries were not vegetables. He was on that hill, like, he's going to stick to that hill. I don't know how to say that. I'm failing right now, but that is a hill he'll die on. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. I'm going to go on Yelp and leave horrible things. Yeah, we're gonna leave bad reviews. Y'all want to eat cold, rotting food? No, so I'm taking care of it for y'all. That's fine. Then nobody will be expecting a plate from me, and I won't have to worry about delivering any. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I think this leg is going to be completely dark. And then the other one may have a little bit of lightness to it because it's up and more exposed. Alcohol markers really make me feel like I'm using watercolor sometimes, you know? Because of the way it bleeds, it's definitely like, oh, that's watercolor. That's what watercolor does. Boo! I'm trying to help y'all out. Are you? are you, Curtis? Goodness. Okay. I feel like we've colored a lot of things, but we still have barely scratched the surface. Like, we still got a ways to go. I'm going to color the bottom of her feet this color because our hands are different colors on both sides. I don't know why my hands look dry. I put 2 pounds of lotion on before I started, and now we just sound dry, and I hate it. I hates it. Yeah, I'm thinking about that pizza. Like, oh, maybe I can get away with eating another slice of pizza. But then I'm like, oh, was that gonna make me sick? Or I still have not figured out if I want to do the. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk. What color I'm gonna do the wall? You know, I was originally gonna go with green, but now I'm thinking because of the blue bathtub, I should use another color. I'm not entirely sure though. I was thinking like of that canary yellow, but also, once again, I'm just not sure. Right now I'm just going in some shading with the color pencils. You don't have to use color pencils in your coloring book. You know, it's not a mandatory thing, but I think it does give it more depth when you do add. Oh, I colored a bit of a wall, my bad. When you do add that. I'm adding a little bit of yellow into her skin just to show once again that bathroom light is on, and she got the light bulbs are light bulb. Okay. I don't know if that's registering, but that's the thing. I want a mango and banana smoothie. We still hungry at the end of the day. Okay, I read that part already. Cool. I'm thinking for the hand. My hands are dry again. I like 169, but I also like the pink and 139. So I think I'm gonna go. Oh, 135 is actually perfect. Let's try that one. 135 is pale cherry pink. Cherry. And I'm just coloring the bottom of her feet this color. I would show you my feet as a reference, but I don't do that foot stuff anymore, so. No, you can't see. I'm not showing you. Also, foot stuff grosses me out. Look at that. It is not blending very well, because look at that hard line there. Stop. What are you doing? Well, it looks good on camera, so we're going to keep it. Just wait, Nuke. I might come back for you. Oh, I need to make that sound more vengeful. Oh, no, that's not what it was. He said, I want $178,000. Mama Cat says, just wait, Nuke. I might come back. She might come back. She might be back. that's not good. That's not it. Maybe I should just use, oh, okay. We have a cream, kind of a cream. What is this called? Oh, it's peach. Right, we're using peach, of course. I'm just going in to help blend the feet a little bit better. And maybe a little bit of the bottom of her hand so that shows up. That's how it is here. She has no nails, but it's fine. I think the top of the finger is a little dark. I really love art. I think I'm absolutely starting to believe that part of my mission in life is to create. So that's what we shall do. We will create. Drink break. I don't want y'all to hear me swallowing. Whew. Okay. Good. Was boot. I might do the walls purple. I don't know. I'm still very much in my head about what to do with the bathroom walls. But in the meantime, while we're still thinking, I'm going to color the gold ring. The ring gold. So we have one more gold thing in the picture because with the light fixtures are gold. So we're going to make that. I'm thinking I'm going to make the sink knobs the gold color. The faucet. There it is. That's the word. The faucet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Maybe we can do these gold as well. I'm just going to color little things until, we think of what exactly to do. So I'm going to make this purple. We're going to do 145. Excuse me. With a pale lavender. That's what I'm talking about. I think purple has to make an appearance in every drawing of mine, honestly. My favorite shade or hue or tone of purple, I don't know how to say that, but I like lilac. I love lilac. I don't like a dark purple. Purple's beautiful in itself, but I am definitely into lilac, lavender, those shades of purple. I think they're very dainty, cute. I think I'm going to do a pattern on this. So from lavender, we should go up to 77 to, what is this? Can't read it. Pale purple. What a very creative name. I'm kind of making like a little V pattern because I want to show that her sponge has a little texture to it. It is a soft dainty color. My mom painted my walls lilac at one point in my life. That was that time I found a mouse in my room, but I got a purple room. It was awesome. That probably wouldn't have been my fault had I kept my room clean. It'd be like that. So let's switch over to 82, which is just a little bit darker. It's funny though, because that point in time, I never will forget the name of that color that my mom let me pick. It was called Feather. I don't know why that detail is important, but I got it. And then I learned that my best friend upstairs from me also had the same color. So it was exciting to go in her room too and see the same color. Like, are you kidding me? My friend was awesome. Oh, she's still awesome. But yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't going in for a second. So I'm going to get, I'm going to say the colorless blender to help with this pattern on top. I'm hoping it'll do what I learned that it's supposed to do, but you never know. Sometimes things just do not want to cooperate. Okay. Take our purple paint pen and see what else we can do here. Like, I'm really, really trying to get a pattern out of this. I am not really getting a pattern. Okay, I need the spongy area. I don't know if that did anything, but it's there. We did it. Between you and me, I know I'm hard on myself each stream, but I really be swearing like this just doesn't look good. But I think I should really stop doing that. And just let it flow, as y'all said. Let it flow. Let it come naturally. Let's do the thing. And we're just doing what we can to make this art look good. I think I'm going to take the colors blender. Yes, absolutely. Let it do what it do. I just realized this is the side of her face that's darkest, so I don't know why I just did that to highlight it. Whoopsies! Alright. I've never worked with such an intense shadow before, so this is very new for me too. But yeah, I am not... I think I need to put the colorist blender down. This is not going the way I'd like it to, so we're just going to leave her face alone for now. Right. Back at that wall again. I really am going into the green direction, so we're going to do... Oops. Not me being quiet. 56 is pretty dark, but I think I'm going to do it. 56 with a mint green. Ooh, and she is juicy. This doesn't look very minty though. This looks like a spruce color of a tree. Boop, boop. I think that works. I'm gonna go back with the walnut color. Oh, that looks good. Wood and brick. Who knew? Who knew those colors could form something pretty? Uh-oh. Not me not staying inside the lines. I'd love to make my own coloring book someday. I don't have the patience for it. No, I do not have the patience. Sit down and actually color. So I absolutely respect the artists that take time and make like a 100 page coloring book by hand. Like, y'all won, for real. I can't, or I can. I would need to really devote a little bit of time every day to sit down and draw at least one image until ultimately I get a full coloring book. If I want to take it that route, is a pretty slow route, but yeah. I also gained that respect for comic book artists because I wanted Hello. Thanks for telling me. I don't know where I left off, but I was saying manga artists, comic book artists are like the real MVP here. That's why I be tripping when people be mad at me, manga artists, for taking breaks. Hi. That was cute. What do you mean, hi? You were so cute. Yeah, that's... I don't know, because there are comic book artists that be taking too many breaks. And I'm just like, okay, just retire, dude. Like, no, that's not nice. But yeah, I don't know. I think we had that issue with the artist from, it wasn't Hunter. He was always going on hiatus. And I was like, just retire. Just, you know, I don't know if he's doing like the entire comic book by himself. I'm doing a vine pattern up here and I don't like it, but we're gonna keep doing it. But I always thought when you created a manga or a comic book, you had like a lot of people to help you. Someone who's doing the like the storyboard art, someone that's doing the, not level design, what am I going to say? Like the settings, the scene design. But that guy was going on hiatus, like he was doing everything by himself. And I'm like, is no one helping him? Poor guy. Plus, he's kind of, up there in age, so I guess it makes sense. But, Lindsay is awake. Welcome to the world of the living. So right now we are just doodling. I don't have a clear design for this. I just kind of did a wiggly line, and then I added a few leaves to it, and I wanted it to have like a nice earthy feel, I think next Tuesday it is time. I need to crack open that mermaid book, and because the pages are so beautiful. So I think I'm ready. I was gonna wait until Mermaid, which is in May, to color the mermaid book. But I don't know. I can always get another mermaid book. It doesn't have to be that one. I'm definitely gonna have to stock up on my coloring books though. For sure. This music is good though. It's very chill. I bet you won't say that at 2 a.m. I feel it. I feel that. That makes sense because ain't nobody doing nothing at 2 a.m. except maybe getting out of the bed to go to the bathroom, but I don't foresee me doing anything. So I have to say, why are some of my markers missing? Okay. I am missing a lid though. My gel pen lid flew and I can't put the lid on, so. Oh yeah. You're right. I'm going to just. Okay. This is the walnut color, right? So continuation of that brown. Okay. And I think that brown comes down here, so I'm gonna keep bringing it down. And I think my older cat is waking up. Nap time is over. Must be nice to be a cat. Must be nice. You can just run around and chase things and play. I guess anything outside of being an adult human sounds appealing, right? Like, you can have the same thoughts about children. Like, I wish I was a kid again, have my youth back, not have to worry about taxes. I know someone watching is probably like, girl, how much do you owe in taxes? You're like, this is the second time you brought this up. I don't owe anything, but I would like to not have to pay an arm and a leg for menial stuff. Grocery shopping should not be that expensive, but it is. Ouch! I bumped my knee. It is overrated, and I wouldn't recommend adulting to anybody. Like, no 5 stars. Like, I'd give it 1.5. And that's only because of the autonomy that we can have, make our own decisions and do whatever we want. Of course, with consequence, good or bad consequences, it doesn't matter. So, yeah. Y'all, I posted my first reel today. Ever. I have never posted a reel in my life. So, little things about me. I struggle with fear of success. You can look that up. It is a real thing. It's just the pressure that comes with being successful, and then ultimately having a fan base that could potentially abandon you if you are bad or whatever, the cancel culture, blah blah blah. So I have fear of success, which has shown up in multiple parts of my life. I'm able to recognize. I tend to regress into a comfort state and just not do anything, or I'll do just enough. I'm not going to go above and beyond for me because of that fear. So yeah, no, I'm trying to work through it. I have a YouTube channel, but I don't have any videos posted because of that fear of success. So we are trying to get the confidence to do it. My mom is pushing me. My friends are pushing me. So I'm going to do the thing this week, hopefully. I mean, I pinky promised, so I gotta. But, like, I'm still nervous, Like, I want to find my people. I want to find my tribe. I want to be able to post and be myself without worrying. I think anybody, would pretty much want that. But it comes with a lot of responsibility. Popularity comes with responsibility. People look at you. You're doing something to make people look at you. And once the spotlight's on you, you handle it. Thank you. I just looked at chat. Oh my gosh. Botched it for the first time too. But congratulations. Yeah, my hand was shaky because I was nervous. But we still did the thing. Thank you for the celebration in the comments. I appreciate y'all. I think my Instagram is linked on my channel. So if you would like to show me some support, that would be great. Leave me a follow, a like, a love, whatever. I also sell things on my page. I have a business page. I color ceramic pots, flower pots. I do regular traditional painting, acrylic. I paint on wine glasses. I will paint on anything. I'm considering painting on clothes, like jean jackets. Like going to a Goodwill store, buying any size jacket and just painting it and then selling that. That's been an idea of mine for a very long time, but I haven't acted on it. So we'll see how I feel about things. I really want the image of myself to be very earthy and just good for the planet. And I want to make things that are good. I do sell crystal bracelets as well, some jewelry. I'm not a jewelry business, but I do sell some jewelry. I just wouldn't call me jewelry business. Yeah. This is a nice song. You, yes, queen, do that thing. We gonna have to set up the stream bop to post the links in here every so often. That would be nice. We can probably get that set up this weekend if you're free. I don't remember if you told me the days this weekend in November that you wouldn't be free. I don't remember. I only remember October. But if you are free and I'm not high, we can do the thing. Cool. Absolutely cool. Also, I forgot to tell Blue, but I am really, really invested in her, what do you call that? We forgot the name. No. I'm thinking yellow, but I also didn't add any red, and it's gonna be like a little Christmassy if I do that. I think I'll do red, but I'm gonna do like a burgundy, very dark. So let's use old red for 2. Drugs are bad, so don't do drugs because they're bad. Okay. Okay, I think this is nice. And she is juicy. I like a juicy queen. Old red definitely comes off as a wine red, maybe a little bit of a brown. Trying to figure out as I'm doing this, what am I going to color the sink? You know, I'm no good at like intricate patterns like marble and stuff, and then that is exactly what I was thinking, like, oh, marble would be cute, but I don't honestly know how to do that, and I'm not in the mental space right now to practice that, so perhaps we'll save that for another stream. For patterns and textures, I'm so down to do that, just not this stream. Making sure I got those browns in there. This brown is green. I don't want that. Are you the same color? Kind of. Not really, but kind of. I'll take it. Or wait, I have a brown paint pen I can use. Yeah, that's better. Excuse my hand. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that brown shows up because it is getting washed out by the green and red. I don't want to be big and famous. I don't want to be out there where everyone can see me, but I do want to share my art with people who have like a like mindset like mine. And if that makes me popular, okay, but it's not the goal. It's absolutely not the goal. Someone singing? I don't hear any voice. Yeah, I'm not hearing a voice. Huh. 34. Do we want yellow? Because I've been trying to work yellow into this picture for a while. Do I like that? I don't think I like that. That was 3 songs ago. Oh, you just mentioned it though. If it was 3 songs ago. Well, anyway, I'm going to go over this back with this blue. So let's go to 66 because I'm just like, no green, no yellow. Yellow's not working for me. So let's do blue. Yay. With the yellow under it makes it look green. Oh my gosh, Erin, color theory. And I just said my real name. It's fine. My name's Erin. Hi, nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, but I just made it green unintentionally, which this means now that I'm going to have to use a paint pen to bring that blue back. Silly me. Nope, that blue is going to be hard to bring out. So I'm thinking maybe the acrylic paint pens would work because it's just starting to look black. It's too many colors on top. Let's try. We're trying to rescue you. Okay. We're getting it back. We are getting it back. Okay. Blue is blueing. Blue is absolutely bluing. Now I'm wondering what kind of window she has to be just taking a naked bath with no curtain. Where's your curtain, lady? So I'm wondering if this is the glass that's kind of like frosted so you can't see in, or she just out here raw dogging it and she don't care who sees. I don't know, but I'm not sure if I should draw a curtain or like a stained glass. I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. And since I already have this color out, let's do bows. I'm just putting a little pattern on the towel so it's not boring. There's a pattern. Where did that black pen go? There it is. Okay. I hope y'all are excited. Tomorrow's hump day. Y'all can just one step closer to the weekend. And I think that's something exciting that y'all should think about. No curtains. Are we voting no curtains? So then maybe she should have like the frosted looking glass or stained glass like those cathedral churches have. Oh man, my hand is getting messed up by these gel pens or these acrylic pens. I keep saying gel pens because they look like gel pens. But like my entire hand, I have to wash my hands after this because it's just covered in paint. It's kind of one of the things I love about being an artist. It's like having a little bit of a mess. I can appreciate that for sure. Did the music stop? Oh, okay. I was like, what happened to the music? What are y'all talking about? No curtains. I'm not excited since it's a work day. Oh yeah, you gotta work tomorrow. I'm sorry to hear it, buddy. Very sorry to hear that. Everybody, let's give a moment of silence to Nuke for his work day tomorrow. We are so sorry that it's come to this. It has to go down this way. Oh, me too. It's okay first. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all in on my thought process right now. I want to add in those bubbles I was telling you about, but I need it to show up. So we're gonna do a little bit of white. And it opens with this super cute bubble bath. So she's got a little bit of time in her day to take a bubble bath. She's not in any rush to go anywhere. She has set aside enough time for her bath that she can sit and enjoy herself. I hope she has some music to play in the bathroom because I don't see any type of radio. So maybe it's like behind her head or something. I don't know. Maybe she's one of those weirdos that can take a bath with nothing. Yes, y'all are weird. I said it. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what color am I going to do the vanity? Which I'm guessing it should be that oak since everything else is oak. I just didn't want to make it boring. But it is what it is. How much chuck could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Team Red over here. We're still keeping the order, don't worry. I'm gonna figure out what exactly. Oh my gosh. When I said that was juicy, all I did was touch. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see that? No, y'all can't see it. Listen, all I did was touch the paper and it just juiced. Okay. That's good. For the cabinet doors. However, this bottom portion isn't making a lot of sense to me, but I'm going to put that red there just to kind of break up the brown, but then I think I just need to right. Whoa! Let's go in. Oh, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to do another pretty pattern. I'm thinking the sink portion should just be white, like the countertop, but that's a lot of white right there, so I'm not completely on board. So maybe we can do like a beige or like a cream color. So perhaps, I wonder if 104 is good. Oh, maybe 169. You can see it? I'm happy. Wait, how many times did I read that comment? This color is called putty. That's cute. Oh yeah, that cream is lovely. Great choice, great choice. And she's juicy. We love a juicy marker. That's not bad. I think that cream's really nice. I'm going to grab some of that yellow. And I can get that highlight up there. Oof, flawless. And that's just the top of the pattern or whatever. Started to have too many color markers out. Too many markers. Okay. I guess oak. Something like, what else? The side here. I think we're gonna go with black for her hair. We'll keep it simple this time around because the last page was red hair. The page before that was teal. So I think we can go for a little bit of normalcy here. Or average. I don't want to say normal for that. Maybe average. Average person has dark hair. It's probably more a little bit correct to say. Oh, that should be gold. Okay, move my head. Oop. Such chill vibes. I love lo-fi. I might be saying this like every stream, but yeah, it's really such a great music category or genre. There we go, genre. Not me sounding stupid. Okay. Oh, that's not where that goes. Get back out of there. Oh. Put the yellow here. I think we might be finished with brown. completely sold that we are, though. Because it do be like that. And I'm going a little bit of bubbles. Just going in and kind of adding a little bit of bubbles to the top here. Trying not to make them too perfect because they're bubbles and they're supposed to be bubbling. Kind of trying to show that there's soap on the bottom of her we were locked in, that's why it was so quiet, so locked in, trying to make it look sudsy. She just washed her leg. She cleaning that skin. Oh, thank you. I love the bubbles too. I am quite happy with how that turned out. Now we gotta do her hair and we need to fix her face. So let's go ahead and look at that. I just touched the paper. It was not done drying. I apologize if you can't see. I'm just taking the time right now to work on her face, bringing back out the whites of her eyes. Darken her lashes because the white kind of took them away. Okay, and then I did say I wanted her hair dark. So I'm going to leave her a little room for highlights. So we're going to do maybe a 95, and then we're going to go to 99 to make it more shadowy. So 95. Where are you? Burnt sienna, all the deep colors. So we'll put together. What do you mean? What dost thou meaneth? Okay, so her hair looks brown. I don't know. I think I've seen maybe Asian people, and I hope this doesn't sound racist, but like I've only seen Asian people with naturally jet black hair. I've never seen any other ethnicity with that. Like there's always like a brown hue. Even black cats, when they're in the sun, they have that brown tint to them. So I've only ever seen like jet black on Asian babies, like when I used to be a teacher in Japan. I don't know if that's like, if there are, other ethnicities that have naturally black hair. I know one thing's for certain, or one thing is true, like jet black or solid black eyes do not exist naturally. Everybody who has dark eyes, it's brown, or it's a darker shade of brown, but it's not ever black. No one has black eyes unless they've got it customized that way. Which, everyone, please don't dye your eyes, because you'll go blind and that's not fun. You're washing dishes. Oh, you're being a good baby. Mom's gonna appreciate you so much for washing them dishes. Let's go to 99 while I'm coloring mine in with one of them juicy markers. And that's on period. What you mean? I support it. Oh, yes. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's night. It's your picture, and I want y'all to do the thing and make it pop. She must be fearless, because I just realized her hair is out during this bath. I would have my hair in a shower cap, because any exposure to humidity, it's gonna shrivel up, But she's like, I got time today. Yeah, I got time today. I can stand for a little shrinkage. I don't care. And we just gotta respect that. We in her bathroom, okay? We are in her bathroom. Minding her business. So if she said she can take a bath with no curtains, no shower cap, then we just gotta let it rock. Let her do her thing. It's not our business. It's kind of our business because we're coloring her, but we don't want to tell her that because she might get mad. But he's the one that dirtied up. Yeah, true. But he would have had the choice to, leave the dishes there and suffer the consequences later had he, left the house a mess. Mom's comes home and she's like, what is this? Do the dishes. I don't know how your mom sounds. Do. She will be standing for a quick shower to wash those beautiful curls. True. Boop on the brain. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Just gonna bring a little bit of those curls out with a little bit of highlight in here. You got that highlight. Well, really, since I got shot over here, don't tell nobody. I probably shouldn't have did that. But we're learning. We are learning. That's the whole point. We have a coloring book so we can try things. And that's what it be about. This is why we layer color over mistakes. Acrylic is very forgiving. So if you're starting off in the art world, I absolutely recommend starting off with acrylic. It's very forgiving, even though she's still got that patch there. Shh. They were like, no. Well, It looks better than what I did. Not the first time. The first time was perfect. I just messed it up. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everybody's fine. Do her lips. Her lips are crying for some assistance here. Somebody, anybody, color me. I won't get upset. I promise. That's what the lips are saying. So we're gonna take care of that. I'm thinking maybe a 21 or 13 because I wanted like a nice pink color. So let's try 21. Is more brown. Terracotta. It was this color. I don't know. I want more of a pinkish brown. So let's go with 13. 13 is a scarlet, which is definitely on the red end. Okay, so now she just looks like she's wearing lipstick in the bath. Oh, whatever. That is not what I was going for. I was trying to go for like a nude lip moment, you know? Like we're in the bath, we're washing all of our makeup off, all of everything. We're getting clean. So why on earth would I have red lipstick on? I just realized that those plants looked great before you colored the tub. Now they look really scary. Like trolls dancing, setting the pots before she starts to boil. Yeah, it's the lettuce that's ultimately gonna go in her bath. And we just have to accept that because, you know, it's her bathroom. Here we go. Trying to give her a sparkly eye. Maybe a little lippy highlight. Oh my gosh. I think I can do the lips in a lighter pink, but it will be... Let's try the colorless blender to see if we can quiet down that red. Okay, that worked. It's just, now she looks like she's just got a mustache, so that's not good because of that black pen. But now you see in real time like how I'm able to correct my mistakes that I make. And how you can learn to do it too, should you run in this same issue. Should you need us. Kudos to you if you got that reference. Oh my gosh. She ate some flour. I'm sorry. Busy. Let's go with a darker color because she looks crazy. Are you okay? What's going on? Yeah, we kind of dropped the ball on that. So I'm gonna try my best. 137 with medium pink. We're gonna come back from this. This is fine. Just give it. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay. Trust the process. Just trust it. We're gonna come back. It's gonna be fine. What was I gonna do? Oh, okay. Right. Let me put this green back. This green's been sitting here, waiting patiently to be put back. Okay, so we got a very nice gradient on her lips. The pen is a little bit on the dark side, which is what's giving her the kind of masculine look a little bit on the lips. But like I said, we just gotta trust the process. That's all we gotta do. Trust me. I will hold your hand through this. We got it. I'm scared like you are. Oh, should you need us? You need me? Yay. I'm happy to hear it. I'm not sure how I can make that top lip look less like a mustache, though. That's what's kind of messing me up a little bit. I think I have like a dark brown here. I think I'm gonna try my hand at some brown for the top lip, because that black was very unforgiving. Her lip still looks weird. And at this point, we're about to put a hole in the paper, so I think we're gonna just have to accept what it is. Because what do we say? It be like that. It absolutely be like that. Some days you can get it to work, and then other days it's just, oh my gosh, what is that? What happened? No way. Her mouth was open in the beginning, so I'm just kind of going in with a little bit of white to bring out those pearly whites. And look, she looks so much better with that highlight. She looks happy. Oh, yes. Yes, queen. We got one more thing to color, and then we will call it for the night. And that's this over here, which we're going to take walnut for. And I'm guessing this is where the door is. Oh, I wanted to see what to do with the window. That's what I wanted to do. Because I'm really not feeling her taking a bath with the window open. I mean, maybe she's on the wild side there. I don't know. But I know not in this coloring book. I'm going to tell her mom. I'm going to tell. You showering? You're taking a bath with the window open? Ain't no curtains? So let's see if I can do kind of a stained glass. I am judging her. Stained glass close appearance. Oh. That might be difficult to finish at that angle. I'm looking at a reference photo. I wish I could show you the stuff I'm seeing, so you don't, like, you're not just sitting here out in the open. But yeah, the stained glass that they gave me as an option looks doable. It's just the angle I'm having reservations about. You release the Kraken. I see her. She's out. So maybe we'll just leave it alone. Might be the best thing to do is to just put that window glare there. Hello? Are you working? Okay, that was crazy. I was like, no. Okay, so I just put the glassy lines in the window, and I think we're done. I just need to date it. So today's date is 11/11/2025. Like I said, I hope everybody has an amazing week. If not, I hope it gets better for you. It's not so bad. I will be back here on Thursday. We're going to do our stoner stream. So make sure you grab your spliff or an edible, some munchies, and a cat apparently. And join me. What are you doing? Okay. I'll see y'all later. It's about to start getting loud. Good night, y'all.